Well, we meet again. How are you? As for me, well, I worked a 12-hour shift and then I slept for about 5 hours. I got up and then I had a giant pizza and then I walked and walked and walked to work. Then I worked another 12 hours and that was about 4 or 5 hours ago. And you know what? I feel great. Feels like I'm going to be awake for hours. The thing is, my mind, it's just racing all the time. I get about 5, 6 seconds when I wake up in the morning, and then my mind's awake. So my whole system is just racing all the time. So I think because my mind is like that, my whole being is like that. I can stand up for 10, 12, 13 hours, doesn't even matter. In fact, the more I work, the more I stay awake, the more energy I have to do it. But I know I gotta stop. It's not that I'm a manic person either. I don't have great emotional highs and lows. I'm just wherever I'm at. Usually a pretty good place. But my theory has been for some years now that people are tired because they sit. They sit and they sit and they sit at office desks and then they get tired. I mean, if you were up and you walked 6 hours in a day, you'd feel great. You know that? Eating less, walking more. If I never stop moving and I never stop thinking, then I don't need to stop. It sounds so ridiculous. But if you think about how people lived thousands of years ago, you know how much work they had to do just to have one meal? They probably had to work 8 hours just to get one meal. They never stopped working, some people. It's like the less you do, the less you can do. It's like that. But because I kind of have no choice, my mind never stops. I have to physically do something all the time, or my other option is I can sit and read for hours on end. So if I have a day off, it's probably like 6 or 7 hours of reading, and then it's maybe followed by 7 hours of walking, and then I get a bit of sleep, and it's all over again. Now, it's a good thing. It's a very good thing. I bet a lot of people wish they could be that way. They wake up and they're probably tired already. Just getting out of bed, just going to work. It's probably too tiring for some people. But I'm on the opposite side of the spectrum. So it just baffles me, you know? To think like I will walk for hours before work. I'll work 12 hours and then I'll go for a 4-hour walk after 12 hours. I feel great. Do animals get tired? Probably not. You don't see like lions well, I guess you would see lions sitting around and lying about. No, that's because they're powerful. They don't have to move, just their presence is enough. But let's say if you were like a leopard, you think leopards just sit around and think about things on chairs, on office chairs, staring into computers? What do you think would happen to a panther if they were forced to be an office worker? And they sat at a desk and looked at nature on a screen and didn't move. No, I don't think they'd be too happy now, would they? No. Animals who live in zoos, they don't live very long. I think elephants in zoos, where they can't roam around and be wild and free, they maybe live 9 years and they die. In the wild, they may live for 30 years. I think I'm the same way. My mind's roaming, my mind's moving, my mind never stops. My physical body is always moving and never stops. I don't age. Well, not really. I guess that's a secret, isn't it? Only I could tell you all that I'm thinking, but I can't because I can't even process it all, which is fine. I don't need to. I never get bored because I'm always thinking. I don't get lonely because I'm always thinking. I might have a moment where I'm like feeling lonely or something, and then I forget within a moment. Then I forget that I was even feeling that way because I'm thinking about something, a song, a music video, a black and white documentary, both at the same time. And I'm thinking about something I read at the same time, and I'm remembering something that happened to me years ago at the same time. It's awesome. I must say, it's very awesome. See, I got an apartment here. Not bad. I got a bookshelf there, and well, look at this. Look at this. Madonna has dragged a towel out here, and now she's lying on her little scratching board there. She's kind of like me. She never stops, you know. I think if Madonna could just read books all day, she'd just read books all day like I do. I mean, I don't know. I don't even have space to store all my books. That's okay. I'll think of something. I'll get rid of furniture and it'll just be bookshelves and that's it. That's how I like it, I think. I could just have bookshelves that I could sit on cushions. I have just an apartment that's full of books. I remember thinking about that years ago and I thought, if you get enough books in your apartment, will it weigh so much that eventually the floor falls in? Maybe. Well, I don't know. I gotta do something. I'm probably gonna go for another walk. And then I'll get tired. Or not. I got what? No, I don't have a single day off this week, and I'm glad. That's fine. Because whether I'm at work or whether I'm not at work, it hardly matters because it's my mind that's going all the time. I mean, when your mind's going all the time, it doesn't matter where you are, what you're doing. It's the same experience. It's a pretty good experience. You feel energetic. I don't know. Maybe it's a genetic mutation. If it is, I like it. It's very nice. All right. Well, have a good night. I mean, I could talk for 10 hours here, but maybe I could set up a live feed and do that, but not tonight. I get too much energy. Okay. Thank you for hearing my rambling. See ya.